What's going on, guys? County Gaines back here again. Today we got a Virgin Media, The Tonight Show, Virgin Media News, basically talking about, was SNL's Irish Skit just unintelligent humor, or do Irish people lean into harmful stereotypes? So this one should be absolutely hilarious, man, because we all know that I did a reaction to the SNL skit. They basically said that Irish people can't speak English properly and all this type of thing, which I'm trying to change on my YouTube channel, guys, because, you know what I mean, the Irish stereotype is that, you know, Irish people love drinking and fighting and all this crazy shit, which obviously to some extent is a stereotype for a reason, right? But when I was in Dublin on Paddy's Day, it didn't really seem too heavy like that. But we're gonna see what this one has to say right here, guys. I obviously think that Irish people, we can take a joke, guys. I don't mind people making fun of Ireland and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not that freaking uptight, guys. Never have been, never will be. But just in terms of what Americans and stuff think about, it's not great to have us as some drunken, like, stupid idiots. Like, that's basically what the British that's the image that the British put on us, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see what they have to say about this one, guys. I'm very interested to see what they say.
Colin Farrell has responded to a controversial skit on Saturday Night Live that portrayed him and his Banshees of Inisherin co-star Brendan Gleeson. Airing in the US on Saturday night, the controversial sketch used what many viewers deemed offensive Irish stereotypes. It was a 3.5-minute skit, presented the pair as an unintelligible pair with an incomprehensible accent. The punchline of the joke was that they hadn't even started drinking yet. Minister Butler, presenter of the...
I'm sorry, it was a funny sketch. People don't understand SNL makes fun of everything. It's like an institution in the US that makes fun of everything. New York, right?
Our shoulder on News Talk here in Cuddihy and the head of news at Tip FM, Sheila Naughton, are still here. But first, let's just take a look at a short clip from that sketch.
How do you guys like your chances tonight?
You know, that's a word saying, you know, like, take work the troops for where in you be. Hey, me Glen Pewatari, swill 23s in it, CAA.
You know, it's funny because they didn't even sound like that real thick Irish accent. It was like a really poorly put on Irish accent. I thought that was funny, but that's just me, guys, you know what I mean? And I love Ireland. But yeah, like I said, the stereotype of Irish people being drunk, that's not good.
Wow, and they haven't even started drinking yet.
Right, Sheila, I'm going to come to you first. There were further sort of jokes made at the Oscars last night about the Irish. Tell us about those as well.
Yeah, so it was jokes about that there would be fighting because the Irish were there. They made specific reference to Dublin fighting as well. I mean, the donkey was brought on stage. To be honest, if I was Colin Farrell, I'd be more insulted that they thought that fella looked like me because he's far better looking. But there's lots of things wrong with this. I don't think we need to be offended by it because often I love offensive humour. But this is actually just unintelligent humour. So it's that they had no idea where to go and how to actually get the Irish in a niche way. So they went, right, we'll go with the stereotypes and we'll go down that route, and sure, the Americans love that, without any kind of actual thought about it.
Yeah, but that's American humour. American humour is really stupid to some degree. This hot chick, Sheila, whatever her name is, 100% correct, guys. Like, you know, when you try and post videos and stuff to different websites, they will actually tell you on the websites, is this just stupid humor or is it actually funny? You know, I know we all have friends or used to have friends that would say just dumb humor jokes and it's not funny, just offensive, racist, dumb shit. But if someone like Frankie Boyle articulates it well, or, you know, one of these big comedians in the UK or America, you know, when they articulate it well, Dave Chappelle, then it's really funny. But if you just have a really stupid, unintelligible joke, then it's not funny, guys.
But just to be clear, Colin Farrell, because another question was put to him by Jimmy Kimmel, the presenter, last night, who said, you know, people want to know, what are you saying in that movie? And you could tell, because he referred to the SNL skit, that he was offended.
I think he actually came back with a more intelligent response than their humour was in the first place. But I think, and something I was thinking, I actually studied drama and theatre myself, so I love the arts and I love what we do in Ireland in terms of our arts and culture.
Yeah.
And it makes them...
Subscribe to County Gaines, baby. We're making this artistic YouTube go full throttle, guys. Come on.
Mockery of something that we, now I know it's a bit Marmite at times, but a movie that has been so applauded, that has been so loved and is hugely successful. So it's making a mockery of our culture. And you have to ask, who has the right to make those jokes? I mean, we were talking about eating disorders earlier. I can joke about my eating disorder all I like, but I mean, Kieran and Mary start doing it and I might be like, okay, who has the right to make that joke?
The joke. Mary Butler, what did you think?
I was disgusted. It's not my type of humour at all. I have to say, when I saw it, I just thought it was disparaging. I thought it was just, this was our week going to the Oscars. Like, the Irish were owning the Oscars. Now, we mightn't have owned it last night. We got 2 Oscars, but maybe we expected to get more. But at the same time,
we were full of pride.
We were full of pride, and I have to say, to hear, on Colin Kuhn being mentioned at the Oscars, I just thought I was bursting with pride. I was bursting with pride from Carrie Crowley from Waterford, and to see that young girl in her beautiful dress, we were all full of pride, and I just thought there was no need for it, absolutely no need for it. And then I have to say, you were after really hitting a really good point when you said, like, about the sobriety issue in relation to Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell was there with his 13-year-old son, and I did not get the jokes at all.
Yeah, and he definitely didn't, because he has spoken openly about his own issues with alcohol, and he has been sober for a long time now.
Absolutely.
And he found it extra offensive, I think.
And I just thought as well, because it's St. Patrick's Week and everybody wants to put on the green Gansey this week, all over the world we'll see green parades, we'll see buildings lit up green, we'll see rivers turn green.
Absolutely pissed all over Dublin city
centre.
Yeah,
why might you come in with that point, Kieran?
Yeah,
we will.
No, everyone wants to be Irish this week, and I just did not like it.
Okay, Kieran.
I think, the criticism of it is completely legitimate. Like, it's just not funny. Like, that's the main problem with it. It's just not very funny.
And it's not original. It's utterly
it's not original.
unimaginative.
But I mean, I think that...
I thought it was pretty funny, guys. Go back and watch I did a reaction to it, but SNL blocked my video. Thanks a million, YouTube SNL. But I actually got a few short clips from it. So go back and check my shorts. I thought that was hilarious when I first saw it, but that's just me, I guess. You know what I mean? I kind of like insulting humor, but
it's those stereotypes are price we have to pay given how much we lean into those elements of Irish culture.
How do we lean in?
You talked about Joe Biden coming here.
We shouldn't have to pay that price.
Joe Biden, we're going to bring your government, we're going to bring Joe Biden. They'll organise it that Joe Biden goes to the Guinness Storehouse, or he'll be in a pub. There will be a pint of Guinness. It was the same when President Obama was here. It's the same when there's any state visitor here. We even did it to the Queen. We tried to shove a pint of Guinness into her hand. Prince Philip was the only one, I think, who'd pick it up. So we do that. We talked about like the fighting Irish, like as in the fighting Irish, like at Notre Dame. It's literally a leprechaun with his fists up. Yet we lean.
Well, the thing is, we have the greatest fighter and arguably the most famous fighter in the world, and he is the most famous fighter of all time ever. Conor McGregor. No one can even argue that. Name another fighter, Floyd Mayweather, but like nobody likes Floyd Mayweather. Everyone unanimously loves McGregor. Like, so Tyson, Fury, or whatever. Everyone unanimously loves McGregor more. McGregor gets more of a pull. McGregor's the greatest of all time, and guess what, guys? He's from Dublin in Ireland. You know what I mean? It is what it is, guys. It is what it is, bro.
Into it when we're there. They're coming over here. Big US collegiate American football game coming up later this year. The biggest movement of US citizens outside of wartime, and we're going to talk that up. Like
that's tourism as well.
No,
now.
I know,
and that's a lot of money.
But we lean into it for tourism, and we're going to send. And those American tourists, when they come here, where are we going to send them? We're going to send them to the Guinness Storehouse in Temple Bar. We talk up as a great business success story. We talk about Irish whiskey sales, which are a great success story.
We're entitled to be proud of our heritage, but we don't have to have a skit made of it.
But you can't lean into the alcohol and then expect people not to kind of take the mick a little bit at the same time.
I just think Alan Farrell, he had every right to be disgusted with that. He was
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. He was over there with his son. He was representing his country. Do you know what I mean?
But do you not accept that what Kieran says is that perhaps we here in Ireland, we feed the cliches too?
Look, when you hear them putting on that
dude, the greatest fight is Conor McGregor. Everyone goes to the Guinness Storehouse. Like, we all love that stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
A Bigara accent. There's absolutely no need for it. My idea of satire must be, or something that's funny must be different to other people's. I was just disgusted with it.
Do you think there are people who, in America particularly, who really still view Irish people as, the drunken fighting Irish,
100%, guys. And this is the thing that actually a lot of people, and what I don't like, when people, you know, because even in school and stuff, people would kind of be trying to be funny by, you know, acting kind of stupid. You know, I see other YouTubers and they try to not articulate themselves well and they're not well spoken and stuff like that. And when I hear that, like, that's kind of running the Irish people down, man. That's why I try and speak as clearly as possible. I'm representing, you know, as much as people want to say, I get 10,000 views a day, and most of that is coming from America and Canada and India and stuff. And I want people, when they come here, to say, oh, maybe some people are like County Gaines, some people that are into rugby, sports, their food, their fitness. They also like the internet as well. I don't want them thinking, oh, big drunken idiots that can't speak the English language properly or coherently or clearly or any of these different things, you know. Like, just straight up, guys, I want to be shown as a really smart, intelligent guy who's whip fast, not like really slow, like just sharp as could be. But a lot of people in this country lean into the stereotype of acting kind of stupid, right? That's just how I see it, guys. Like, some people get money from acting like an idiot, and now I do act like a goof on my videos sometimes, like there is for sure. But just in terms of the way I speak sometimes, for sure. But like when I'm trying to be serious, I try and actually show this is how I really am regularly, right?
The louts, or do you think they see it as sort of this skit, this parody, but it isn't a real reflection of who we are in the country? Otherwise, it wouldn't come here in their droves.
No, I used to work in a city centre hotel in Dublin during my college years, and when the Americans came in, they used to say, "Oh my God, an Irish girl, brilliant!" And they wanted me to play the Irish girl. And as you said, well, I did it for the tips.
And what do you mean by play the Irish girl?
Yeah,
What is
they
that?
wanted me to make the jokes like an Irish person would make, and be a little bit cheeky and be a bit funny. And I mean, I'm all those things anyway. But no, they wanted me to play up to
stole
it.
The show.
And maybe I did. But part of me is thinking, but I have ownership of that. Like that is, you know, I'm allowed to do that.
Can you do both? I think that's the point.
Yeah, and so it's just to kind of, I suppose, play on what you're saying of like I'm allowed to do that. But then I also wonder, are they targeting it at their audience? Like they're SNL. I mean, unless we look it up on YouTube, we don't see it, or unless it goes viral, we don't see it. So they're going, what do the Americans want? They want this. So again, I'm thinking it's their audience that's probably the problem, because they like that comedy.
Oh, their audience has a poor sense of humour. It wasn't particularly funny. I think that's the ultimate thing. It just wasn't really funny. It
was our Oscars this weekend.
Hey, Virgin Media News, have me on your show, please. And Sheila, hit me up as well. Now listen, guys, Virgin Media News, they only have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Hit me up, guys. I have 31,000. I will come on your show. I will discuss various topics. And, you know what I mean, I will be also very good with it. Alright, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed that, man. That was SNL Irish Skit, unintelligent humor. Guys, leave in the comments down below. Do you guys think that skit was unintelligent, stupid? I thought it was pretty funny, but that's me personally. I love you guys all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.